Hey, welcome to another episode of Shut Up, I'm going to teach you something. Today I'm going to show you how I got my wood burning stove operating in my kitchen. I'm going to get it lit up and probably cook some beans up on it. Some of those beans we stored up in the earlier episodes down in Florida. You know, we did it in the Mylar bags, we stored that up. Well, we're still eating on that stuff. And I figured it's kind of a nice, cold, wet day outside today. We'll get this thing fired up. It'll take the chill off the house, and we'll take one of these cast iron pots and put it up here and put a pot of beans on. And now with these wood burning stoves, the top half right here, this is where you put your fire at. Underneath here, that's where you get your ashes. And we take the ashes and we take it out to the rocket stove outside, you know, to help insulate around that pipe that you saw in the rocket stove episode. Which if you didn't, you want to check that out because it's pretty neat. This right back here, this basically just cuts the flue off, I guess. The heat will go out and it'll go straight up out if you have it this way. If you turn it over this way, it makes it circulate. We have a temperature gauge on our oven here, which it's in Celsius, so you got to do a calculator thing on that. Usually I can get this up around 350 degrees. And there's inside the oven. It's not very big in there, but you know, we have we can make our little beer bread and stuff and put in there. It's pretty nice. And you can take out the rack if you need a little bit bigger to cook a bird or something. To get easier access, instead of having to load it all through the front here, I like taking off these little burners right here. So it's not that bad. Now, this is just a little tool we use out there when we're burning the, cooking over the fire and stuff. It helps us lift all these grates off, the lids off of here, like that. And yeah, I just use it in here for this too. Why not, you know? So basically, it's like lighting any other kind of fire. Just put your paper down first. Twigs. I like cooking with twigs because there's twigs all over the place. Now we'll get it started with those, but behind here we have a bunch of wood already cut for this size. All different types of wood. Like we even have some bodock here. Oh, don't burn bodock, but we cut it a little sliver and we'll throw one piece in there with the others, and that helps bring up the temperature because it burns so hot. And so we have our cooler woods and our hotter woods that we can try to kind of control our temperature. Now this thing does tend to smoke at first until it gets, the chimney gets heated up and it starts getting the draw. We'll keep those covered up a little bit. Now it does have vents on the side, and you want to open those up too. Like I said, it smokes a little bit at first, but not for long. Just suck it right out the door, you'll be alright. So you get to this point, we'll go ahead and load some of these smaller logs on here. This right here, temperature be about 150 degrees Celsius once it gets rocking and rolling, and that'll be a little over 300 degrees, I believe, if I did the calculations correct. But we have been able to cook bread in it. Works great. You just have to rotate it because it gets heated up more on this side than it does on the other. And over here, it heats water too, so if you put some water in here, it'll heat up the water. Now you can heat up water like this too. And we also have a waffle iron. I mean, you can make waffles. We found this one. I'm going to show you how to get this rust off here in another episode. Some pretty good stuff. But you can take those off and it'll sit right over there and make your waffles. Here we have a bread maker, another bread maker. That's basically for out on the campfire. This right here is a tortilla press. Which, you know, we use all of this stuff. Not all just for looks. We really cook with it. All right, so it's been cooking about 30 minutes now. Go ahead and just throw some water in here and throw some beans on. Go in there and watch a movie. That ought to do it. Sometimes you can overdo it on beans. Like that. Check out our fire still going well. Looks like our oven is about at 250 degrees right now, so it'll just keep getting hotter and hotter. It takes a while to get it warmed up, but whew, stove's hot. Now another thing you can do, especially to get it started, you take this off right here, and that'll give you a direct flame. And this cast iron sits flat on it, so it's just like having the lid on there. That'll help it'll heat up faster like that. So